What's up YouTube, Zombiekillerhere here, showing you a very basic ninja build that you can use. You can attempt this build right from the very start, and as you continue to increase its capabilities, abilities will be better. But you can still use it somewhat as a lower level. It doesn't require too much to get a basic setup. So, let's go into the build. And this build, it can take you pretty far. Right now, as you see, I'm on Way of the Strong, New Game Plus. And real quick, before I demonstrate the build and everything, I'm going to begin the last mission of the game. And I'm going to show you how well it fares. Despite the fact I do not have it completely optimized for the best capabilities, it can still be improved. I haven't spent the time to fully improve the gear, but you can min-max the gear to make it even better. But this build, oops, give me a second. I wanna change it up to, yep, I have 3 sets. If you go into blacksmith, you can increase the amount of sets that you got. So we're gonna set this as a shortcut. Set this as a shortcut. Scroll on down. You wanna set this as the shortcut. And just for fun, why don't we just add another one of these? Give me a second. We'll set that as a shortcut. Now then, I'm going to demonstrate how well this build works. So, oh wait, I almost forgot. You're going to want to, if you can, get this mystic eye unlocked to increase your damage. This one will allow you to cast ninjutsu instantly. The only ninjutsu that we're using that we're casting on ourselves is the quick revive, just in case things go south. But as you see, real quick, can you stop shooting at me? There we go. Kunais will do more damage than shurikens, and the multi-throw kunais have if you can hit a target from behind with it, looks that great. But as you see, New Game Plus difficulty, and I'm still shredding through the enemies pretty easily. Now you might be thinking to yourself, well, these are basic enemies. Why don't we see how well it works against a boss? So let me summon in a boss. We're going to just go here real quick, pray to get full health, and refill our stock. We're going to reactivate everything, and then we're going to go here. As you see, he went down pretty easily. We'll summon this guy. As you see, Makuskage, or however you pronounce it. I'm not good at pronouncing this weapon's name. But anyways, it does pretty good. As you see, even though he tried to guard, it still allows me to damage him. Because I have the bow with Pierce Guard range attacks, which will allow you to still inflict damage through an opponent guard. I have 17.9%, so they'd still take 17.9% of the actual damage of my thrown weapon. So they'll be able to reduce its damage to them, but not by much. Which we're just gonna run through here. We're gonna pick up this just for the fun of it. But as you see, it easily just kills it. And we're done. Now let's continue on here. And real quick, I think I'm gonna switch them around. So let's see. I'm actually gonna set this here so that it's easier for demonstration purposes. And we'll put this right there. Alright, so as you can see, with this build, my 21 kunais that I got can last quite a bit. They have a high refresh rate. And that's the whole point of this build. You'll be able to use your ninja tools as much as you want. You can still use your weapon, of course. This build does not stop you from using your weapon. Personally, I recommend the kusagage, or however you pronounce this weapon. Because it will skill with dexterity, which will allow you to level up your ninjutsu capabilities. Increasing the damage, the capacity, stuff like that. So you can carry more ninja tools. But as you see, I can just sit here and just spam these. Wow, this last one does not want to end. Alright, then we're going to just do these. Come on, just end. As you see, high refresh, so I've been throwing the 6th one over and over. I think it gives you about like 80 to 90% chance currently to not consume for me, so pretty good. Now then, as you see, oh no, I'm all out of ninja tools. Let me just act. So let's just do that to end it. And now I got more ninja tools. So as you see, it's pretty reliable. Now we're just going to go ahead and pray to fully fill everything. And we're just going to activate this. Take those guys out. Pretty easy. And now we're going to just pray again. Just so that way we can refill everything. Alright, so now let's make our way to the boss. And there we go. These guys are taken care of. I'm just gonna go ahead and summon this guy in so that I can kill him. And these guys look dead. So let's just go over here. As you see, Kelly just spawned in. We're just gonna throw a few of these at him. As you see, I easily dealt with the Kellys, despite the fact that Kellys are pretty strong, and usually a lot of people struggle at this point. This build's able to take care of it pretty easily, so we're gonna reactivate everything. There we go. And then we're gonna spawn into the boss. And as you see, I'm not really struggling at all. Able to just stand there and just throw the stuff. Pretty good survivability. And then we're gonna just wait for this to end. And then we're gonna put it back on the pad. And as you see, this is the small stone, the weakest stone in the game that you get for a breeder gain. And with this Pletus talisman right here, we can just activate one small stone, and we're almost at full, as you see, which is pretty good. 2 will get us at full. Now we're gonna go ahead and waste the stuff, so there we go. And now we're going to use this stone, the 500. And as you see, with one use of the 500 stone, the second most common, we're already at living weapon. So it's pretty, this pet's pretty fast with the recharge for the power, especially with the Pletus. Now if I was to equip a item that would increase the rate of that gain even more, I could get full charge off of one. But now that I got done quickly demonstrating it, why don't I go into further details of how you get it. What do you need for this build? But as you see, that was the final boss. Super easy. Alright, so first thing first, for this build, if you can get it, you want a ranged weapon with pierce guard attack. If you can't get it, not a big deal, but you can go to the blacksmith, go to reforge, weapon, select a ranged weapon, and you can push triangle to tamper. And as you can see, if you mess with certain abilities for a certain item, you could change around what it has to offer. If you see one that says pierce guard, which we're going to see if we can see one. No guard break, nope. All attack, no guard break. Come on, a pierce guard. I want to showcase. Alright, as you see right here, I can change this to a pierce guard. For divine, I would select it by going to it and pushing X and confirming. I'm not going to do it because I don't want it, but that's how I got pierce guard on my bow. You can also find weapons with normal pierce guard, which is good, but you know, you want that. Now then, next thing that you're going to want is at least, this is the Eager Ninja set by the way, but you want at least 4 pieces of this set. at the very least, if you don't get 4, you want 2. Because as you see right here, with 2 pieces, you get to recover your ninja tools, which is good. Once living weapon finishes, you get your ninja tools back. The percentage will change based off from the gear, but right now I'm at 52. I think it's first started out at like 34 or maybe 40 something for me, so it's pretty good even at lower things. And then if you could get ninjutsu power boost from the 4 set, that's good too. Dash endurance, if you could get it, good. If not, oh well. This will increase the damage of your ninja tools, also your melee weapon, based off from your ninja power, ninjutsu power. So, you know, if you got the full set, good. If not, oh well. But at least 4. So, early on when you start, the 4 I recommend is the head, the pants, the boots, and the sword, or the kusarage, whichever one works. Now, with the gloves and the chest piece, you want to try to get this skill right here, Unlimited Ninjutsu. It will make it where when you use a jutsu ninja tool and stuff, there's a chance that they will not drain. So my quick revive scroll, my kunais and stuff, and any other ninja tool I might get, there's a chance that it will not drain it by 4.9. You want to stack this effect up as much as possible. And as you see right here, next to it, there's a little button that kind of looks like a play button. I don't know how to best describe it, but you can see what it looks like. And here it doesn't have that. This means if I was to get my familiarity max with this item, I could transfer this skill to another set. And later on, you could transfer that skill to each piece of the Iga Ninja armor and get even more unlimited ninjutsu. 4.9 is the highest that you'll see. And if you could transfer 4.9, that's good, the highest I've seen. But as you get it up even higher, like you get familiarity up with the weapon, well, with the armor, that 4.9 will turn into 5.4, which is good. I currently have a set with 5.4. And, you know, you could transfer the stuff over to each set piece. Now, that will only spawn in on the gloves and the chest piece. So when you're starting out, you want whatever gives you the best unlimited ninjutsu in your glove and chest piece, even if it's not Iga set. Then later on, once you get divine gear, which you'll get after you beat the game the first time, divine is the green gear that you see, then you'll be able to transfer some skills if they have that little play button next to them. Now then, as you see, for accessories, you want unlimited ninjutsu too, wherever the highest is that you could get. Also on here, I got lucky, I got thrown weapon damage times 2. This gives me a 16.2% chance that when I throw my kunais and shurikens, the damage might double, meaning if they do 200, they do 400, which is pretty good. And as you see right here with this one, I have thrown weapon key damage, which is not too good, but that will at least help you break the guard. If you have thrown weapon damage, kunais or something like that, that will also help. But, you know, focus on unlimited ninjutsu the most, because you want as much as that as you can get. Now, for your ranged weapon, like I said, anything that have pierce guard is good. If you don't have nothing with pierce guard, who cares? Not a big deal. Now, weapon, I do recommend the kusagami, or however you pronounce it. But if you decide that you want to use a different weapon, you're more than welcome to use any weapon that you love. This build is not too dependent on the weapon itself. Personally, you're going to want to put a lot of points into dexterity, so since this weapon gets the best dexterity gain, it's still good. But you can also do something like what I did with my staff here, where is it? Come on, right here. Is this it? Yep. Here's a staff that I was messing around with, and I used the blacksmith to specially put on the change to attack dexterity A+, which, you know, I did the same way that I recommended getting Pierce Guard on. But if you get that, you can make any weapon scale off in dexterity, which this easily added like 500 plus damage to my spear, so I highly recommend it. It's very good. If you look at some other weapons like the Tonfas, they scale off in dexterity. Tonfas, funny enough, use all the same stats as the Kusagami, but just different stat modifiers. See, body C+, and body D+. Skill C+, skill B+. Dexterity D+, dexterity B+. So, you know, that's good. But, you know, use whatever weapon is the strongest damaging weapon that you got that you like. Or if you want to try to keep with the set, as long as there's not one too drastically different with damage. Like, for example, let's say this was the Iga Ninja set, and here was, you know, just a basic normal one. You know, they've switched rules. The 1,307 damage would not make up for the set bonus of the Iga, pretty much. So yeah, just keep that in mind. I've been playing this a lot, so I have some decent good levels and gear. But anyways, oh yeah, but like I was saying with Unlimited Ninjutsu with the play button type look thing, if you go to Soul Match and let's see, for fun, I'm just gonna do a fake offering. I'm gonna pretend like I'm doing that, and I'm gonna pretend like I'm gonna offer this. As you see, if I was to do that, this piece would inherit the attack from it. Personally, I'm not doing that, so I ain't gonna do that, but that's how you would transfer that ability over for the Element Ninjutsu. Now we're gonna go ahead and cancel this. And if you want, you can refashion stuff to make it look different. Like I could make this helmet look like any other helmet that I have the blueprints for. As you see, I got a lot of helmets. But anyways. Now then, oh yeah, to get materials, you can go to disassemble and just select a weapon or something and disassemble it. And you might get lucky and get the materials that you want or need. So we're gonna disassemble this. Alright. We're gonna disassemble this, and this. Yeah, that'll work. And as you see right here, I got a special item when disassembling. If you go to blacksmith, do dialogue, you can speak with Tome. I mean, not speak, request something from Tome. Right here, you'll see Unlock Barber, which will allow you to customize the look of William, the main character, a little bit. A few, like 4 different hairstyles, 4 different beard styles. And as you see, item shortcut slots. These I recommend getting because they can definitely help you out with more inventory space. Not 100% necessary, but they definitely help. And as you see, I highly recommend getting this, which will make it where when you disassemble equipment, there's a chance of getting rare crafting materials. As you saw, I got a demon horn. Also, go to tools, and here, and as you can see, you can do like a tier system where you can craft more materials. Let's see, like for example, I'm going to craft all this, and then as you see, I have 0 high quality ingots, so I'm going to craft, and now I have 1, which I could trade in for that if I had the right amount. So this is how you get the higher gear. Sometimes you might want to forge armor or weapon. Like for example, if I was not having luck with the Ega set. Let's see. Do I not have the ability to forge it? Ah, there is. As you see, I can craft it. It will cost me these items, which, as you see, I can change around the number of stuff. You would want to use purple materials because, as you see, that dropped down to 30% white, where this is 19% white, 37% purple, which will increase your likelihood of getting the color that you want. Now then, we got fire legs. Also, if you had divine fragment, you could go down to forge, offer up 10 divine fragments, or however many you want to offer. The more, the better chances of getting what you want. This will give you a 4% chance of blue, 10% of purple, and 86% chance of divine. So we're just going to go ahead and forge this. And nice, we got an armor set piece. So we're just going to add it to our inventory. And for fun, I'm going to show you that you can craft every piece of the Ega set. So we're going to just do this. As you see, we're going to just add it to our inventory. Let's see, head of Ega. And as you can see, now we got a freshly crafted set. On the gloves though, you can get the ninja tool damage ×2. And if you get that on your gloves, that's good too. If you get it on your Ega set, which I'm going to go into my storage here in just a minute. Warning, you will see lots and lots of items. I'm sorry, I hoard up a lot of stuff. But we're just going to go to our storage house. Scroll down a lot. There we go. Alright. And as you see, right here is my Ega Ninja gloves, which I use. I especially changed it look so that way it'd be easier to find in stash. But as you see, I have shuriken and kunai damage plus 15%, and throw damage ×2 on there, which is, these are good stats if you have those by naturally. And I transfer unlimited ninjutsu over to it. But anyways, so you're going to want that. Also, if you go to your shrine, you're going to want your guardian spirit to be Ai Kamari, because he gives you the special ability of unlimited ninjutsu, which you're going to want to keep up. Also, you got agility damage bonus, which is nice because most of the gear that you're going to be using will keep you light. And if you can attack from behind, you'll get bonus. And then for the second pet, Guardian Spirit, when you unlock it at the end of the game, you're going to want this rabbit Geico, because he will unlock ninjutsu power increase, which will increase the damage of your kunais and stuff. Also, you'll unlock the ability to chant your guardian spirits. It will cost you a lot of Amrita, but it will make them stronger, so it's worth it. Now then, for ninja tools, you're gonna have 41 points available to you when everything's said and done, so I recommend getting shurikens, kunais, the quick change scroll, which quick change scroll will allow you to revive yourself if your health reaches 0, and storm kunais. And then for magic, I recommend weakening talismans, because they will lower your opponent's defense. When it comes to bosses, they're especially good to use, or opponent that's strong enough that might take you a few more kunais. This will help increase your damage to them by almost double, it seems like. Then sloth talisman will slow down an enemy, great for bosses. Shadow round talisman, most important magic here for a kunai build, especially early on when you don't have unlimited jutsu, because it will make it where it says that your arrows and other projectiles do not disappear when used. There's a certain % chance of it, and that does apply to your kunais and shurikens and stuff, so this is very good. You can spam them with it. As you see, Pletus Talisman, it increases your Amrita gauge, the multiplier for that, which is your Guardian Spirit, in case if you're wondering, so you can get it back quicker. And Extraction Talisman, when you hit an enemy, you get Amrita, which will help you charge up your Guardian Spirit quick, and also keep him charged. Now then, for points, pay no attention to how I have my points spent, because I've been messing around with some builds. But you're going to want 12 body, 1-2 body, and you're going to want 13 skill, so 1-3 skill. With that mount, as you see, you'll be needing that to craft the set. As you see, body 12, skill being red right here with special effects, and you get nothing in here, not even the set piece bonus, so make sure that you have that. Also, you want to get at least 15 spirit, because as you see, Ikamari will require 15 to unlock agility damage bonus. After you get done with the game, you want to make sure that you have 18 spirit to get the ninjutsu damage boost from Geico, or however you pronounce it. I'm bad at pronouncing names, I'm sorry. But then you're going to want to make sure that you have 30 magic. This will allow you all the unlimited, all the magic that you can do. As you see, it caps out at 40, so you can only carry 40 items magically. Also, it will give you skill points for investing, and increased magic damage, which only really increase the damage of the attack spells. Some buffs will get bonus to the multipliers, but that's about it. Dexterity, you'll want to get to at least 30, so that way you can unlock the ninja tools and stuff. But, just make sure that the first thing that you do is put some points into dexterity and unlock the quick change scrolls, because these things are little lifesavers. And then, after you get 1-2 body, 1-3 skill, don't worry about stamina, heart, or strength, and you get 30 dexterity, 30 magic, and 18 spirit, you're free to either fully upgrade dexterity to 99 or upgrade spirit to 99. Personally, I would go for dexterity first to get that at 99, then go for spirit. Because having your spirit up high like this will allow your guardian spirit to come back quicker, which is very useful because the armor set bonus, like I told you before, will give you a nice recovery of ninjutsu tools when you finish using living weapon. So, now then, you might be thinking to yourself, well then, how do I get the armor set that you recommended? If you go straight to any region, you'll see your starting point. You have a dojo. As you progress through the game, you'll unlock more and more missions, and you just want to do Way of the Ninja. As you see, no Vance will just give you some basic stuff. This will not help you. And then you'll see Way of the Ninja Adept. By taking this on, you fight Hanzo, which fighting any ninja clan person can give you the armor set. But this is one of the best ways to farm it. So, with Hanzo, as you see, I got poison. Can you stop throwing stuff? Hanzo, you're not helping my cause. Fine, I'll poison this. Hanzo, you're a jerk. Alright. We're just gonna defeat him the easy way. There we go, done. As you see, I got Eager Ninja stuff from him. So, that is how you can farm up a basic gear. You'll have access to this mission in the second region. So, once you get there, I recommend farming him. You can also get smithing techs from him, which will allow you to craft your own armor and weapons. If you craft the armor, the requirements for that will go down. Which, give me a minute and I'll show you what I mean. Hence why I crafted all that armor earlier. As you see, this will take me 12 body, 13 skills, but with the one that I crafted, as you see, 6 body, 6 skill. Also, when you wear the entire Eager Ninja set, I forgot to mention, but when you go to level up, you want 1 point into stamina. You want it to be, I think, level 7 or so. So that way your weight is under 30%. Because your weight is categorized as an A under 30 and B above 30. Which, with the better weight that you got, the more stamina you got, the more you can move around. And the less stamina that you use per attack. But as you see, my ninjutsu power, which affects my ninja damage, is 836, which greatly helped increase. And as you see, by scrolling down my long list, you see unlimited ninjutsu, 39%. That means 39%, not including the Shadow Realm Talisman. I do not consume a ninja tool. Alright, so, real quick, I'm going to take us to the last region. Alright, once you get to this region, the Omni region, and you should unlock a dojo mission called True Ninja. This mission will require at least 20 dexterity to attempt, and you will be fighting a boss who is her. She is very tough. Be careful. Now I'm gonna fight her real quick and beat her pretty easily because I'm strong, but you will have to fight her to beat her. And they give you stun type items. As you see, this slows them down because of things, but she could just zoom right past that. Which real quick, because I don't have the patience, we're just gonna equip this so that I can insta cast my ninja tools on me. There we go. And as you see, right here's a bomb that they give you, which doesn't help much either. If she decides, she can be completely immune. But if you get her to actually go on a bomb, you can knock her down. But as you see with that move, she's got hyper armor. So she just zooms right past. Sometimes she gets hit, sometimes she don't. But, you know, just keep with it. Throw your poison at her from the very start. And try to keep her poison. She will be a tough boss. She zooms around the map pretty fast, got hyper armor. She excels at long range and close range, so she won't be easy. If my damage went so high, I'd be struggling a lot more with her. When I first fought her, I was probably level 80 and probably lost to her a good 20 to 30 times, so just be careful. She's tough early on. Once you get stronger, she'll be easier. But you will want to fight her and also the Magic Master, which I'll show you which mission is the Magic Master, and quickly demonstrate how you get through there. Because by getting those two, you'll unlock the Mystic ability. Also, make sure that you beat all your dojo missions as soon as possible to get level up capabilities. But as you see, your Mystic Arts are right here. You can only choose one at a time. Like I said, this increases your thrown weapon damage. This will allow you to instantly use ninjutsu on yourself instantaneously. For Mystic Art, for magic, we're going to want this, which will allow you to cast the magical spells on yourself instantly and increase the casting speeds. Which real quick, I'll show you what to expect for the magical fight. So let's go here. Like I said, you're gonna need 20 magic. Now also, when you get your weapon proficiency up with a weapon, you can fight that weapon master. Whichever weapon you decide to use, I recommend using learning the weapon proficiency test for it, so you can do the Mystic Arts for those. But as you see, which real quick, I'm gonna customize my settings, stay back, and put it down to 2, because Dojo's area will only give me 2. Now these guys will die instantaneously to this wire shot spell. Alright? Now if you have a Kusagage and have Serpent Strike, you can just keep on doing this to him, and he physically will not touch you. Now then, we're gonna go ahead and cast this on myself. We're gonna cast slow on him. And when he does that charge thing, you want to sneak up on him and hit him. Be careful of close range attacks that he might do on you. Alright, come on. When you see that, scoot to the side, one up on him, get a free hit. If you see him do a first shake like that, start running. He's going to shoot 4 lightning bolts at you. As you see, that was 4. You could quickly hit, back off. Alright, he might do a close range swing attack at you. If that happens, just be careful. But now he's doing a 4 lightning bolt. But as you see, just avoid it. Sometimes he'll do a move where he'll be wide open for attack. It's a little rule type move. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like he wants to do it for me. But yeah, we're just gonna kill him. But just be careful, he can do a lot of damage. But once you beat him, then you complete the magical test, which you're going to want both masteries, so that way you can cast the buffs on yourself super quick, because you cannot afford the downside of them. And then with the you can increase the ninja tool damage, and in situations where you know that you're going to die a lot, that you don't get enough time to activate the quick change scroll, you can try to equip the quick change. Alright, but yeah, that's how you get that. Now let's go over what you're going to actually want in your learn skills. Whatever weapon you decide to use, you want to master the skills that will be useful to you. By the way, Deadeye does not affect your ninja tool damage. I made sure I checked that, so don't bother investing points into that for ninja tool damage. Now, if you decide to use the Kusagage, or Kusamigama, whatever it's pronounced, I recommend getting these abilities so that way you can get this to increase your damage at the cost of your ki, which will help you out with Revenant fight. And this, which will allow you to do defensive remover if you get surrounded. Get some passives in here. I recommend getting foot sweep. Any human enemy you could just knock down pretty easily. Allow you to make some dojo missions easy. And I recommend getting Serpent Strike, which will allow you to grab an enemy, bring them to you. If they are yokai enemy, aka demon, not human, then this will actually bring you towards them, like you saw me do earlier with the ogre. And then these are really up to you. Personally, I like to use the metal weight, but you can use this. Depends on what you expect to hit more. And then, you could get whatever else you want. Also, make sure that you get this ability if you do go with the Kusagage, because at the end of the swing combo, you just push triangle and do a dual swing, which can help out when you're like a hair or two off of like a lot. But make sure that you go in the spare tree right here, unlock this, and then get the thrust damage, because kunais and shuriken counts as thrust damage for some odd reason. So this will actually increase your damage with the kunais and shuriken. But like I said, get whatever you want, get passive skills that look good. Your decision on what you want for weapons and passives is entirely up to you. But anyways, thrust is about the only thing that I would say is 100% required for the build. Like you should get. Now then, you're going to want to get Shuriken, max that out to 3. Kunai, max that out to 3. Storm Kunai, max that out to 3. Shuriken Shooter, so that we can throw your shurikens faster. And you're going to want to get Throne Blade, because this will increase the damage of your shurikens, making them more viable. Now we're going to scroll down. You're going to want to get Ninja Tool Mastery. This will allow you to increase the amount of ninja tools you can carry by 10. So that's going to be useful. Also, later on, Elixir boost and Sacred Water boost, probably not a bad idea if you need to heal. But let's see. A sneak attack, if you have the excess points, get, because that would be good. Same goes with the Elixir. Wait until you have excess points. Want to put 1 point into Smoke Bomb and unlock Quick Change. This will allow you to revive yourself if you die. All the rest of this stuff is highly optional. Use whatever you decide. As you see, I have 219 ninja points. If I feel like a ninja tool might help out, I'll unlock it for any random Pacific event. But for the most part, use whatever you want. Now for the magic tree, you're going to want to unlock the Weakness Talisman and the Sloth Talisman. These two will help debuff the enemy, making it easier. If you decide that you don't want these are the abilities that you go for, but these will greatly make it way easier early game. Now later on in harder difficulties, some enemies can cure debuffs off themselves quick, so these might be less effective. But, you could change out for whatever you want if you truly don't want to debuff the enemy. Now then, then you want to get the magic increase. If you have the spare points, wait until you do. Get this, 1 point into this, and then extend your Guardian Spirit life is a good idea, but that's highly optional if you want to. Now some of these skills I've been messing around with different build type stuff, so pay no attention to most of these. Alright, but going here, the Pletus Talisman and the Attraction Talisman, get these, because they will definitely help. But the very first magical skill I recommend getting, because you can get way off the bat, is the Shadow Realm Talisman. Because like I said, this will allow you to throw your ninja tools more often, which is very good. Besides that, go for whatever you like. Like for example, if you think that you want to be more defensive, or if you want more luck or money, you could activate these and get these passive, but if you have enough points. But yeah, if you want to be more defensive, the Steel Talisman will increase your defense. Protection Talisman will protect you from a set amount of damage if you want those instead of the debuffs. But to be honest, I highly recommend debuffs. Also, one thing that's good, if you have spare points early game, Oasis and Rejuvenation Talisman, because they can just heal you. Oasis, you just throw it on the ground, and it creates an area effect for you and your ally. And Rejuvenation, it just activates on yourself, so anywhere that you go, you heal. Those can be useful early on to heal up. Highly optional if you have enough skill points. Keep in mind, if you messed up with any building of yourself, you can go to the blacksmith. Under the item tab, you can find a book of reincarnation. This price will go up the more that you buy it. I heard of it being at, I think it maxed out at 1 million, I heard. So, keep that in mind. Which, let's see, is there anything good here? Well, actually, I'll buy 50 of these, since I don't really care that much about my money. Oh, yay, I got another patronage point for buying it. Alright, let's just increase that. Alright. But yeah, as you play later on missions, like this mission right here, the Demon King revealed, the Queen's Eye, they tend to give you a few books. Some side mission might give you a few books. I've used plenty of books messing around, and I still got like 10 in my spare inventory here, so they're not too hard to come by. And like I said, they can easily be bought, so if you want to use them, use them. If you get any hair, I recommend using the hair one at a time, because when I used it in a group, it seemed to glitch out, so it only gave me the credit for one, so use one hair at a time. But yeah, if you use a Book of Reincarnation, it will reset every skill point that you sent, and every bit of Emrita that you spent on leveling yourself up. And you can redo skill points wherever you want. Like I said, very good. Just a quick rundown. Eager Ninja Set, very good. Use. Paris Guard, use. Whatever weapons you like. If you need a weapon here for the set because you're using non-Eager stuff because it have unlimited ninjutsu and your Eager does not yet, then Sword of Kusage and me, whichever one. 7-piece is not required. Use whatever weapon you prefer. I highly suggest the Kusagame. I've been able to run through the game on the first 2 difficulties with just the Kusagame and this build, not relying on a secondary weapon, so it's a good weapon. Highly recommend it. Personally, it's my favorite weapon. I feel weak without it, but yeah. I have done mastery with all weapons, as you'll see. My proficiency with all weapons max out at max, so I do know how all weapons play, but personally it's my favorite. But yeah, this build is ideal for those who want to take out lots of enemies with ease, shred some very tough enemies, like for example, let me go to the second area, so second difficulty, which, you know, some people have trouble because he starts guarding a whole lot. As you'll see, close range is not always ideal against him. So, I'm going to show you how you take him out range. So we're just going to activate some abilities. Oh wait, I just equipped the 3rd one, so we're going to turn it back on. There we go. So as you see with the boss, we got an easy look at him, so we can lock on, slow him down, and weaken him. Then throw our stuff at him. As you see, if he guards, with the pierce guard, you can go through him. Otherwise, you want to wait until he makes a move that make him wide open where he can't guard. With this move, get out of the way, because that thing will hit. But just stay back. If you're having too much trouble, play Ring Around the Rosie around this rock with him. It'll make it easy. And as you see, you won. Now for a good demonstration on how long you can actually keep this up, in case if you're wondering, I'm going to go to a special mission where a lot of enemies just straight up attack you, and you'll see how well it works. And we still have it on Way the Strong, the New Game Plus difficulty. And we're gonna go here. Now this area is DLC area, and so is any difficulty past New Game Plus. So do keep that